So let's wait for people to come on board, because this is going to be a short one. So we can begin now. We can begin now. Your time now. So thanks to that beautiful introduction and planned, just hit continuation, and then I'm like, oh, she's saying it's your time. Your video imewakataa. Your video imewakataa, to be really honest. Your video imekataa, so we are not going to do that video. We have tried everything. Ya mbere kiri tima ciora riu nyingi iyo video ni ya murega. Tutige kwaria icio cia date. Your energy ni more fire. That's extraordinary energy. The energy for today is just too much. Gwenda kwaria uhoro wayo ni yarega. I've tried 2 or 3 videos. I've tried. Tima skora. Wi-Fi kagwa. Odathi kwajia 4 times. So we get it. We are not going to talk about the energy of the day. We are not going to talk about the energies.
I was looking for this cup.
Kumaha.
I must get after. Must get after kitchen.
We also needed some maji after the vitamin C. So that video has refused. You have seen it. Si kujifanya. We cannot speak about the energy for today. That 2 energy for the year 6. Maybe I'll make a video about it after now. Maybe on Friday, Saturday. Yeah, most probably on Friday. Maybe I'll talk about it then. No more than a year ago. To make it no is impossible. It has refused. I edited it down here. No. This is the energy for today. The only thing you can make up is individuality, duality, and your surroundings. 1, 2, 3. Nogewa kumari wone okunane 1 all the way to 9. You can see it's 1 to 9. But you can only make out individuality, duality, and your surroundings. The yin yang yang of your individuality, your duality, all the way to 9. So forget about it. Too much energy, not to worry. So let's turn this into a question, a Q&A. So let this be a Q&A. Let's make it a question and answer. I cannot speak about that. Okay. too much on that alone. Not working today. Yes, it's not working. Yani arega. It's a beautiful one. So your individuality, which is one, the more you go and dalie mo one, let's do a Q&A. Take a question and answers. Let's do a Q&A. Let's do question and answers. You ask the questions, each one teach one, we learn together. That's better. That's better. So the advantage of one, your individuality, is you can be able to come up with your own unique ideas. You can be able to come up with your own new dreams and imaginations. So the positive of you acting as a an individual, one, that is an advantage. The disadvantage though would be that you see it, you see like you're the only one. You are so you are feeling so individualistic. Like, let's do a Q&A. Gatho kinyua, let's do a Q&A. Niregire yo ne arega. The cow has refused for another day. It's just a power for you, you too far. Maybe you're not ready for it. Maybe I'm not ready to be used for it now. Or maybe I should wait until I get more on it. Maybe I'm moving too fast, going too fast. And my spirit knows there are some things I need. I may encounter a stumbling block and I need to have everything with me. So let's not go too fast. Though it's there and you can see everything, chill a little bit. Hold on to it a little bit longer. Give it to the Father. You know that thought. Take that Father and don't judge it. Say it's good and give it to the Father. It's a good thought. It's a good imagination. And then the Father, your Father's Son, your Father, your God, whatever you want to call it, your force that was there before you, a Father distance, Father, Abba, everything, our, will look at you and see, oh, whatever gift I was giving him, he said it was okay. He didn't even judge it. He didn't even say it's too much. He didn't even say decoder boys. He didn't even say what the fuck is that. He didn't even say I cannot handle that. He just said it's good. So he's always walking in gratitude. So anything that comes his way, before he judges, you have to say thank you. Saino wale onotakinyete hau onotara kuda kuigwa kariura kahano kagwe thegio nega sai ka gratitude. Ona kava okura yokorage nduri sukari wale kyo kagwa atire ne kuma naga sukari. Not go kuda wasoko kawigade already no wa judge mato hedu byo akuwe na sukari. So if you learn how to do that, that is the most important thing as a spirit you can do. Whereby when you see from your God, your father thought something, before interpreting and giving it meaning and judging it, you say thank you, aka you give it back to the owner. Ogacokeria Ngai ona utahutĩtie wacokia ngatho. Ucokia ngatho ni kuga ni wacokeria Ngai kiu akuhe, wacokia guoko. It's beautiful. Even before you know anything inside, it's beautiful. So when he receives it back, he's like, oh, ke mundu ya mutana ate dramoni ajokeirie na akajira ni kindu kiega. So before now you are given, it is looked twice. The father has to look at it twice now. What had I given him? And then he's going to realize, oh, akagati mwageria ko mundu ona decokagia no gwa cokia gatho ne nyari aka contribution ni akareke tumuhere rio ndakwenda kugerio munengere riu. So now when you get it back, aka when you go to sleep and ponder on it after you had detached a day or two, now you can see the gifts inside it. Uliona mawega mayo. It's that deep. Moboi maito doka teda kunyona. all those noises, kelele, negative energies. They create happiness. She keeps repeating the same. How can it be resolved? Boy, maitu doka ndenda gonyona mathaa mothe no kunegena utinda ndakarire ona ndageria gu create happiness agatinda agicoka ndageria kumunya ndirĩ na ũru maitu we no kunegena ndaigua nyamũkĩire ndiraigua ngĩendwo mũciĩ ndoka ndiamũkagĩrwo na ndirarĩ kuo nĩ kũnegenerwo na niĩ nĩ njũkire ngarigwo kĩangĩkire ũũ nĩ gũka ndaga gũka nĩ ũru ndoka nĩ ũru ke niĩ ndĩ wao ke nyendagwo njĩke atĩa maitu ndũgakena I'm trying my best. What is it, mom? What is going on? What can I do? Where are you, God? What can I do? Do we need to pray? Do we need... I get you. Now, nitwarĩtie mbũgũ ĩyo ĩho wauma hau ũthiĩ YouTube. Wathiĩ YouTube Njenga wa Mũthaka nĩ ũgũkora video iretwo women generational curses iretwo I made that video iretwo generational generational Njenga wa Mũthaka generational
On a red scooter.
ndũraride scooter nyũmba nĩ Kenyabra.
I just want to ride. I love to ride.
You just want to show off, but it's okay. Show off kabisa, sawa? You are Leo sign. Ti mũndũ wa kũgiria. Iretwo video ĩtagwo rĩrĩ. Itaramĩona. Ciũgane video cia tene. Nyabura no wanjie gũthũkia rĩu. No wanjie gũthũkia rĩrĩ. Your liberty. Umeanza kuharibu extend. You're extending your liberties.
What's next?
The terms and conditions are not for you to... The
The
terms and conditions are not for you to ride scooter in the house. I've given you space to just show off. Now go. Park your scooter. So, video goes yetagwo women generational curse something. Hau ni ukumiona. So, what is happening is your mom maite maitu wanyu arakuona rĩ arakuona agecokia kaundu angiekire tiga niwe haha nĩ arĩa maugaga tiga nĩ mwana ũyũ nĩngĩathire na green card rĩngĩ mũndũ ũcio nĩ arĩte green card no arĩa green card ekorwo na kana kanini ũndũ atangĩ travel kana kaundu kangĩ ta kau so akaheana green card koguo agũtũrarĩraga mwana ũcio na kaundu karĩa ona mwana ũcio akona tiga nĩ mwana ũyũ nĩ ingĩathire na ndege tiga nĩ mwana ũyũ nĩ ndingĩahikire gũkũ na most of the time ũkorwa nĩ first borns kana wakwa nĩ mwana wa mũirĩtu na hihi mũthuri endaga kana ga kahĩĩ wakwa nĩ kairĩtu karũmĩrĩra kairĩtu koguo mũciari ũcio ona ngo ndamenire mwana ũcio nĩ arĩkorwo na kaundu ko nĩ ndagĩire kahĩĩ ndingĩongereire mwana ũngĩ no rĩu tondũ ndagĩire kahĩĩ agĩire kairĩtu nĩ abocirwo kuongerera gĩcaria kahĩĩ hihi kũringana na ũmenyo wake akĩgĩa kahĩĩ kana kana kangĩ kana hihi akĩgĩa the first three borns nĩ girls before she got a boy so by default the second and the third will always be in that frequency whereby she was expecting a boy to balance feminine masculine so when she got another feeling she was like okay let me try for a boy and if she got another one of these ones will be like tiga nĩ mwana ũyũ ingĩakinyirie ciana handi ingĩongereire ũngĩ that kind of that video was deep so ũngĩthia video nĩ ũkuona ukore nginya harĩa twaragio ũhoro wa kuga nginya atumia wenyewe nĩ mathũkagĩria airĩtu ao mĩciĩ atĩ tondũ mami wanyu ndarereirwo apartment arereirwo townhouse arereirwo gĩcagi akaiguĩra mũirĩtu wake wĩiru ũraikara apartment agatũma nginya aume kwa mũthuri wake wathire gũkomborerwo makoroba na kũu wahanda kũgũithia ciana na ciringi ĩra mũthuri ũyũ nyũmba athire kwĩgũrithia hau athiaga kũgũra nyũmba ĩrĩa igũrũ no mũthame kũu no ndaramena nyũmba aramena mwarĩ gũikara nyũmba njega gũkĩra ĩrĩa we mũciari arĩ nayo na nĩkĩonaga mũgĩkũyũ arĩ mũũgĩ mũno nĩ kwagĩa na indo ciĩtagwo ta ndahĩkio tondũ rĩrĩa wathi watahĩkio nĩ watahĩkio mũgambo ũcio na maũndũ mau maragio nĩ mũciari tondu gutahikio ni gutahika thahu gutahika niyo twitaga exorcism gutahikio ni ku exorcise ni kurutwo all those demonic energies that you have, all those demons. Now when you come to the page of Jega wa Muthaka Mubui wa Baria Bu waigua ndagweta demons ukaiga to mentalities tuumite natuo kanitha of what a demon is, ona tuurititwo ati nituo daimon, ugatutiga haria ugiuka video ini yakwa ugatuoya ugithii. In my page, what is a demon? A demon is any time you are lost in a desire, one thing, too much light, too much desires, you are lost in one desire, aka this is, let's say for example, this is alcohol. So you are lost in alcohol, you desire nothing but alcohol, you don't see any other thing apart from alcohol. So not get ready when a daimono ya johi, you have a demon, a drinking demon. You are possessed by the demon of drinking. You get where I'm going with this? So a demon is when you get lost in a desire. Okay? So ukakoigwa ati pejio magwetaga daimono icio ni ciaku. Unaona hizo za kanisa umefunzwa ziko na horns. Though there's a reason also why when you are calling something a demon, you put horns and tails. It's because you are trying to show that for that spirit, it's acting out of its lowest animalistic states. It's pulling you down. It's demonic. It's being lost in a desire. So an animal can be a desire. Animals are lost in desires. We see this all along. So that spirit, we have to attach horns and a tail to mimic the lowest animalistic state you can be. Your lowest chakras, your lowest animalistic state that you can be, aka animalistic. We can put horns, we can put a tail, we can put black wings, meaning the wings are heavy. That is why when they are drawing angels, they draw angels with white wings, because white is light, light as in L-I-T-E. So when you have higher mentalities, your mentalities can fly light. They can go above other people's mentalities. So your mentalities have wings. They have white wings. The mentalities of a Satan, a demonic thing, are black, accumulation of darkness. So the wings cannot be light, L-I-T-E. So they become dark. So it has to sink. So when you're drawing the devil with a tail, the wings have to be black, aka your mentalities are flying low. They are too dense, too lost in their light. Too much light is darkness. If you shine a torch into your eyes, you become blinded. When that light bends on itself, it becomes darkness, accumulation of color. Dark, black. Black is nothing but an accumulation of all colors. Okay? Now, tumae. Iremenyo twakinya guku kwa angels na demons na tigo tukwaragia you being lost in your demonic desires. And before we go to the desires, we were talking about what now? Twakinya atia ku. How did we get there? Tukwaragia wake. Because I know the angels and the demons and the wings have come out of talking about a desire and a demon and what a demon is. You acting in your demonic natures. But before we go to the demonic natures, can someone remind me? The mother. Nitokumeta kwa mother. So, since you are in an apartment, she's going to tell you, muthuri ucio waku athi gukurira nyumba mahiga iguru, taikurira nyumba ta andu aria angi. She's going to find a reason to make sure you don't live in that house. But it goes deep. It's not about you. It's about her wounds. Maybe she always, for example, maybe she had seen another man, but then she was like, let me just kick it with this guy for a little bit as I give him time. In the moment of kicking it, she got pregnant. Now she had no choice but to get married to this man. So she will always be envious of that man who was in an apartment who would have taken her. but she's going to reflect it if she doesn't heal from that trauma on her daughter. So whenever her daughter goes, that woman will never be happy, aka a disgusting mother, and it's your own mother, and she's your biggest curse, because your mother can be your biggest enemy. You have seen mothers killing their children. You have seen mothers throwing their newborns into pit latrines. You have seen mothers jumping with your babies into dams, and you say she was committing suicide. Who told you she was not jumping to kill the children, but in the process she doesn't get out? No wakwira ati nimakwa makomitete suicide. No wakwira ati maya kwa akienda kumanyithia. Otherwise, why would she take the children? So if she loved the children, did she love the children so much that she had to die with the children? Na nikio gwiraga ndiendaga kwendwo muno. Yani unyende uturuge nawe damu. Ucio ni Njenga wa Muthaka. Njenga wa Muthaka ni mumbui wa mbari ya Mbu. Njenga wa Muthaka ni endete andu. Njenga wa Muthaka ndendaga kwendwo muno tondu ni love is not the answer. So mukauga ati ati no ni ndangitiga twana tu kava akue na tuo. No akwira. So is that love? Jumping into a dam with the babies in the back? That's not love. Last time I checked it, that is what love is. I do not agree to those terms and conditions. Now, once you understand how deep that can go into the psyche, then you can start looking at your mom as the victim. So you get yourself out of that being victimized. Now look at your mom as the victim. Why would my mom want to make me feel like this? Could it be she was unloved? Could it be she was bitter with me? Could it be she stuck with this man because of me? Maybe she wanted to run away with one child or two, but then just before she ran away from an abusive marriage, whatever terms and conditions she was in, whatever loop, she got pregnant by me. Now she couldn't get out. So she's always resentful of me. So it goes deep, too deep. And women is all feelings, all feminine. And now you are there trying to deal with your mother. The last time I checked, you can do nothing with feelings. Feelings do nothing. Thank you for coming into my space. Now I can tell you as it is as a masculine. Not more feelings. At oh yeah, hoera mamu anyu. Nyogeretie kwaria nake. No. Feelings can do nothing with feelings. She needs thought. What is thought? Pushing out. Being told in the face, Mom, I cannot take any more of this. Niki gituma adoka muzidu nda kunyona. No nginya twarie. Tondu ni ndoka guku ndigu wagenete. Atiri bata wa gukuhithe. Ndugareka ndathi wikara thi ndungireka kuna njikarite thi. And sometimes they don't want to see you sitting down because they are trying to show you how hard it was for them to bring you up. Koguo wathi wikara thi ndagukuonia wewe ciragia kurera ciana ni wikara thi ukira wikiona no atinde kuhatithia nja onage tu ukiurura ati ru akuonia uria akoragwo na wira nigetha kuonia uria akoragwo na wira kuu gwake nigetha umenyo agikorera ri ari na wira double agikorera aikorwo thaici woka no one na wira ri tuira haria hura haria cokera ikombe icio ndina geni maroka indo ici cia thambio ruta muhure kabati yukuhurira bathi no gukuwira nduthiraga ikona. So she's making you work because now in your mind you'll be like aikorwo maitu na wira murigo uyu na niwe mukuru ri yakindera ndahe na double the work. It goes so deep. Spiritually, it goes so deep, and you may find that that is the energy your mom is trying to put you in, to the point she's not even comfortable seeing you, and she thinks if she gives you love, you are going to think she had love raising you up. Kwa hiyo kama mwanyu ndari na wendo agikurera ri ona wana ni handangenda gukuhe wendo to ndangenda gwiciria ati ni ari na wendo agikurera. Na nikio ndeugire it's very important for women to speak to their mothers pole pole tu. Maitu wina nda yakwa ri tajira atiriri contractions cianjirie ku wiguire pain cianjia ku ndaiguire pain cianjia ngade kanitha ngira atumia tukiinuka ahota kurio ungi wigue tukandirikanie kwa ndingenda kuririkana uria ndaiguire kwanza ngiguciara we tukandirikanie ona hanini na nginya vanyu ndangejoera thimu. Now you know the state of mind your mom was in when she had you. Now you are hearing it from the horse's mouth. Nikio tuaga, the devil is in the details. Now you can catch her tone. You can hear speak. Ati tondu ndadiarĩ kũ thogora nĩguo mbanĩte na kuo nĩ akinyaga mũciĩ. Now you are picking where you got your ancestral curses. No wanjia gũcigua. Rĩu ĩno wamba kũmenya you are unwanted. She was bitter when she had you in her belly because the man was out there fornicating and she was not being taken care of. But the man should have been fucking around after taking care of her. You know, man is to sleep around. There's no debate. You know that whether you catch feelings, there's nothing you can do with feelings. The last time we checked. The last time we checked, you can do nothing with feelings because you see it. You see it with the people you give names. Shout out to Hillary Clinton for letting bygones be bygones. Shout out to all the queens who will be in the bygones. Anyway, back to the topic. So, new moon moods dayo. So, ne bota wa muthegethi. Tukwaragia cia kurutwo daimono tahikio. Yes. So, rĩrĩa exercising rĩrĩa tahikio. How niho rutuga demons ikiuma. And so all those desires, you are lost in a certain desire. So for you, that was your escape. Kiu nikio kirari kioho giaku. That is a desire. That was your escape. You are so lost in that desire. Wewe wagumekuda. Okay? So what tahikio, it's like a reset. It's like a spiritual reset. It's like you are being left with a clean slate. Gathani gatheru wekire maundu mangi magen. You know what I'm saying? It's like a hard reboot. Nita restore factory settings. Rĩu ma program arĩa ũrekĩrĩte ma Christianity, Muslim, Zodiac, whatever nonsense. Mothe ũrekĩrĩte ma duality na relation to the 3D, relating to your surroundings and environment. Mothe ũrekĩrĩte rĩ. Oka reboot. Wa reboot rĩ rĩu ka install. Tondũ wamba weke experiment. Nĩonete ti mega. Rĩu ũgathiĩ ũgacagũra Google Play ũkona application ĩyo nĩ njega, ĩno nĩ njega, nĩ ya terms and conditions. Ũgathiĩ hau hangĩ ũkarora ũkona na ũgathoma, make sure nĩ wathoma terms and conditions. Ti kũagree, ũtagree ũgathoma. It is long. That is why spirituality is not laziness. Iko ihanage kĩrathathi kĩu mũrutaga ndawa-inĩ nginya ndũrahota gũthoma. That is spirituality. Spirituality is not laziness. But once you go through the terms and conditions, now you can agree to something you can test. Okay? Shout out to the daughters of the mountain. I see you. Motuma. Now, your king is doing great. Your king is okay. Your king is getting wet, hydrating. You have to protect the throat chakra. Your throat chakra is protected. Now, yeah, I'm wearing the lion mane. This is the lion mane. The mane of the lion. Representation matters, okay? It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Yeah, I think we have answered on the it goes deep, especially the rivalry between their mothers and their daughters, between Eve and Lilith, or between Eve and her descendants. A specific feeling and descendants of specific feelings mixed with specific masculine thoughts. So many descendants, many angles, many variables, many variations, many languages, many lingos, many right pathways, many left turns, many low downs, or whatever, all that. talk about candles. What about candles? You light candles. Right now I have a candle here, but it's burning. It's burning neem. So what about candles? This is a candle. It's burning neem oil. So now, what do I talk about candles now? Be specific. As my small candle is burning neem oil, I'm surrounded by neem oil. So what do you want me to talk about candles? Candles is a wick. So the wick is put in what you can call wax. We have paraffin wax and we have beeswax wax. I use beeswax wax, the brown one. We don't use paraffin wax. So you get a wick, which will be your burning ember, whatever you want to make it. The best ones you can use cotton. You get that good cotton, uzi ya cotton. Then you buy borax. Borax ili ya kutengeneza wick. You mix it, is a chemical fulani, you mix it with maybe whatever you want to add to your wick to make it stronger, to burn slow. Then you have to heat the candle wax, the wax, make a cast, put your wick, then you pour, then it dries, and you have your magical candles. Especially if you make them and you know how to make candles, and you are speaking to the wax and all that ritual, if you know how it is, when you shouldn't light them. There are pretty many instances where you shouldn't light a candle. For example, you could be in the darkness, and some people don't like light. They like doing some things in the dark. That could be an example. So anyway, I get your question. Now, we have different... So what is a candle? First of all, a candle is nothing but a luminary, aka it's a light. It's something that you can use to illuminate. What is to illuminate? To light. What is to light? To bring light to a dark room. What is to bring light to a dark room? To be able to see something in a different way. To shine light on something. It doesn't have to be a physical light. You can shine your light into something. You can go into the details. The devil is in the details. So a candle will be representing an illumination. Just like Genesis chapter 1 verse 15 says. And he made two great luminaries, one to shine over the day, which is the sun, and the other to rule over the night, which is the moon. And he made stars. So by default, we know that the day is divided into 12 hours. Anyone who comes to give you nonsense of a 24-hour economy is not your friend. The day is not 24 hours. The day is 12 hours. 12 hours of day, 12 hours of one luminary ruling over the day, and another luminary ruling over the night, called the moon. It's in your Bible, Genesis 1, chapter 15. And he made the stars, and you call yourself a star. We are the twinkle, twinkle, little stars. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. High and above the sky so high, like a diamond in the sky. And then you hear someone telling you that when we die, we become the stars you see in the sky. Okay? Now, out of the star and out of the luminaries, back to the candles. So candles, when they are being used for rituals, depending on the color of the candle. What is a color? A frequency, a wavelength. What is red? Red is the color that has the longest wavelength. That is why when you have an incident or accident, you put up red signs. That is why when you step on your brake, the light shines red, because we can see red from afar, because it has a long wavelength. So we can see red from thousands of kilometers away. We can see red from hundreds of meters in a landing strip. We can see red when a plane is flying and there's a mast, a booster, whatever, Safaricom, or anything that is high, a building. There's a red light that is always shining. Why can't we put a blue one or a green one? Because red has the longest wavelength, so it can be seen by far, and the pilot can be like, oh shit, I'm flying too low. Now, when you understand what a color is, the frequency, blue is information, red is all that angry, taking action color, Yellow is happiness, being uplifted. Now you understand all the colors as a frequency for what they represent and not just as colors in the rainbow. Another lostness. Now, you know now you have a candle, which is a luminary, aka you are illuminating something. Now, what energy is the candle now? Is it a red candle? So do you really want to bring fire, transformation, high thoughts into a luminary, a torch bearer, in the energy of mass, angry action? Are you seeking a solution or are you going to war? Do you have a blue candle? What is blue? Information. What is blue in the spiritual world? What is bringing fire? What is illuminating something and by starting a fire first? So there's transformation. What are you transforming with the candle, with a luminary, which has a blue color? And what ritual are you doing? That specific ritual, what is this associated with? Is it associated with water or air or the elements or earth? What kind of ritual is it? What other things, terms and conditions go with that? Do they need that illumination to come in that energy? Do they need that illumination to come in the energy of that color that you are using? Are you mixing two illumination energies with two crashing colors? You know about crashing colors. I hear you. Every time in fashion. Hey, or a crash color mono, go clash. So you are crashing colors. So, are you performing a ritual and you are crashing the energies? Now, I hope I answered you. I can't go into too many details. That is not knowledge for everyone, but it's knowledge for my soul group and people like you. Dayo muboi. Kiadali ne kiregire. Oh, you have a manifestation to do at 22. I didn't know. So Jane Wax Kawanji, you should not light your candles if you are not aware of what you are doing. If you are just lighting a candle for maybe you're in darkness, then no way, draw out your candle todo no kura ditima ni overi. Don't just light candles. Candles are not meaningless. That's why they're in your cathedrals. That's where they're in your Roman churches. That's where they are like so many other places. But they can be very sensual if, again, you know what you're doing. Scented candles. You are put a bath. You are about to baptize. So the whole ritual is cleansing, baptizing, getting in that bathtub. So you have scented candles. And if you even know what you're doing, the better. You can decide which colors to put into that thing. Do you want to feel lightened? Do you need to be burning yellow candles? And then again, do you need yellow candles around water when you're doing a cleansing? So what kind of cleansing again will you be doing? You get what I'm saying? So those are some of the things that make us say, or I have to remind you that spirituality is not laziness. You have to put almost everything into perspective. You don't go around always saying, oh my God, you know, that number, that building. No, but when you know what you're doing, you then have to pay attention, because like we said, the devil is in the details. And the devil could be what you're looking for to become better. Easy. No. Wade yata vile moe.
Moja. Nataka kuandikia.
Okay.
Hiyo peni.
Akira kuandikira haha. Man, uni akiwa yokiandikire riu haha. So, oh, this is only your energy now.
Look at my name.
You see? All of a sudden, she's the show now. All of a sudden, it's her video now. Tikwenda gwake ni alignment yake. So when you understand your children and you understand their alignments, it becomes easy even to parent them.
What should I draw?
You can draw your mom, my toe.
My toe. Sijui.
Unajua kuchora maito?
Najua kuchora. Kwambia mimi.
Jichore basi. So once you understand the alignments, first of all you understand your alignment. Know you first. Then now when you have your descendants and you get to understand their placements and everything, it becomes easy. You don't have to keep shouting at them. You encourage it. You allow her to be in her element. Okay? Now she grows with confidence. You're not restricting them. So you're not repeating stupid generational curses because you didn't even know the kind of children you are having. Because you are more lost. But now you are more finding your way. So, how now this is Nyambura's time. Allow us to go enjoy ourselves. Riu nginya hindi ĩngĩ nyingĩ tũgĩcemania haha kĩandarĩ-inĩ kĩarega, but I hope those few lines you can get so much. If you're spiritually inclined, you can get so much from just what we have said. I've said so many things in not such a direct way. There's so much in that video. You can even come back to it. I played with some words in there. There's a lot of information there, especially when I was going deep about not even the mothers, when I was going deep about exorcism, when I was going deep about the luminaries. There's the colors and the luminaries. There's so much you can get there if you know what you're doing. You are powerful. I love Vasali. Oh, umechora, ni wewe umejichora? Oh, that is you. Oh, haujawaambia ni wewe sasa, hata wameshindwa ni nani.
Ni mimi.
Waonyeshe basi umejichora. So what have you tell them, what have you drawn?
Me and a pot.
You and a pot? Okay. Then tell them bye-bye because we are about to sit for dinner.
Bye.
Nithayo from me, the thought, the Thoth, the Adam, the Koyo and Mobi, from the descendant, Nyambura, tukauga nithayo, tukirikia. Tukirikia.
Meshamaliza.
Tukimere bye.
Bye.
Na mabaptize matakomete.
I'll see you next time.
You'll see them next time, eh? Ciao, ciao.